go again. We're down at the docks in Peterborough. It's a really nice day, and let's have a look here. Lots of tents, venues set up, as you can see. But this year, we've so far have no big, let's call them yachts, as opposed to boats. And big is all relative. If you compare the yachts that were here last summer, the majority of them were from the U.S. And of course, if any of you have been down to Fort Lauderdale and Miami and seen the marinas down there, I would say every single boat here would be a dinghy, a backup boat that the yachts would pull behind for safety. The boats here are just, well, much smaller. In any case, I've heard a couple moms and dads telling the kids watch where they walk because there's poop all over the place. You can see the. Okay, I moved to a different location. So I don't know exactly what that means, but in any case, since there's people, I'm actually surprised there aren't more people going down for the boat tour, but there aren't. So great day though. I'll see if I can move down here. See if I move down here and get a better perspective of how many people are around. So I'll have to keep moving and see if I can get a better perspective. I'll keep moving down so I can get a better view where people are. This gives you a better view. It's not perfect, but best I can do. So back at a different location, you can can't really see that much. The booths are blocking everything, but there's quite a few people. And you can see it's a really nice day. Okay. So I guess that's it for now. I'm going to head back home and see if I can put this together. worried about when I'm riding is that you're in a bike lane, but I've seen people open their car doors, and it's really close, whether you're going to take a flip over their doors or not. You got to be really careful, even if you're in the bike lane. Which I suppose is to be expected. What do you know? First other person with a helmet on. I've noticed today that they've removed or asked the homeless to relocate elsewhere. I was here on Friday and they were camped out on George, but I didn't see any today. So the gentleman who just opened his door, if I'd been going faster, I'd have flipped right over his open door. He didn't see me. So we're on Water Street right now. I don't know if any of you recognize the lights, but coming up to the police station. bikes are pretty good. The ones with pedals, I mean, they all have pedals, but the real e-bikes, like the one I'm riding now, is really great. As long as I'm pedaling, I'm not using the electricity or the battery. I've been out for, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 rides, and I charged it up at the beginning of the year. It's still down around 80-85% charge. So as long as you're pedaling, you're not using the battery. It's really great. This bike is pedal assist, which I don't know if I'm saying it right. The idea is there's a little lever on the right hand handlebar which I can use activate the electric motors. There's one on the front and back. But it automatically kicks in depending on how much I pedal and how fast I pedal. So right now we're at the power plant, and I'll take you across the bridge. So while I wouldn't let the battery get below, I don't know, 40%, you could, as long as you're pedaling, you could drop it down. Hi there. This is the bridge. I'll stop for a sec. I'm not going to take the camera off the mount. It's too much of a pain to get back on. But you can see I think you can see the power plant. Usually the yellow floats are covered. There's lots of cormorants on them, but lately there's nothing. I don't know what that's all about. Last year it was you could see them diving for fish. This year I haven't seen any. I don't know what that means. Maybe they found a better fishing spot. In any case, now I'm going across the, assuming the Ptbo runs north and south, I'm going to the east side of the Ptbo now. And I'll take the bike path further up. I'll try to show you one of the homeless encampments without being too harsh. You must admit, though, it's a beautiful day. I'm in wide-angle view on the camera. I hope you can see how beautiful it is. If any of you people are astronomy advocates and have telescopes, especially for solar, I expect today would be a perfect day to look at the sun in hydrogen alpha or calcium K. Nights, I don't know, you have to get it up into a lake field, I think, to get into a lower Bortle area. There's too many lights in Peterborough. Yes, you can see Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars when they're closer to opposition, but when they're further out, you can't. Just light pollution, too much. Rajni, Nisha, and I used to ride up here all the time. But Nisha found her, they're all master's graduates from Trent. They they all graduated last year. And Nisha found her first career job. I don't know if she could stick with it. No one shared with me her compensation package or anything else, which I'm not entitled to know. But what's minimum wage? $17 or $18 an hour, and I hear it's going up another dollar this fall. Big deal, right? Big deal. It's still you can't make a living. Let's even go to a job at $20 an hour and 40 hours of work week, it's $800 a week. It's times 52. In round numbers, it's $40,000 a year. And the government's probably going to take 25 to 30% of it. You can't live on that. And if you do, you're living in squalor. Anyway, if you look up here, they put in bicycle activation lines in the asphalt. So now I'm coming up where the bike is, and the lights will change, which is really nice. Well, they're supposed to change. Guess they're not going to. They work on the other side. They did yesterday. Well, the automatic lights didn't work on that side of the road. I had to hit the button, but they worked yesterday on the other side, so I don't know. Anyway, Nisha, Rajni, and I used to come riding up here, and Nisha left us, and Rajni's looking for her first career job, so in all likelihood, she'll be leaving. I know she's focusing on somewhere in the GTA. Apparently she's got family down there. I'm not sure if it's Markham or Thornhill or something like that. And Nisha's with her family out in the Brampton area. So the fun times we had, they're falling off. Like I say, this year, Rajni hasn't gone for a ride yet, and I'm not pressuring her to. She's going to put herself in the hospital with nerves, so we're not finding her first career position. And I think that's goofy, because, I mean, the economy's terrible. The whole world's turned upside down. I believe companies aren't in a rush to do any hiring right now. Until there's some new stability with supply chains and demand and so forth, I don't think the majority of companies are going to be doing any hiring. So Rajni having a semi-breakdown, she can't sleep, she's upset, she's physically drained, all that sort of thing. I don't think that's going to help any. I'm old. I've learned in my life from the experiences I've had that when something's going to happen, it's going to happen at the appropriate time. And I think even Elon Musk would agree. Some things in life you can have, and some things you can't. No matter how much money you throw at it, some things you just can't have. And Rajni, she'll find her job, or I don't like to use the word job, her first career position. She'll find it, but it may not happen on the timeline she was. I would be more, let's see if I can see these. homeless tents. They may have moved. They may have been moved out, if you know what I mean. The town may have told them to get out. They were right along this section of it, of the bicycle path. And I don't see them. So maybe they left. They were hiding behind the trees on my left. And I thought, gee, that's ideal. Why didn't the city just leave them there? They're not hurting anything. No one can see them. Oh, I can't see. Can I? Let's have a look here. Can I see a tent? Yes, I can. It's just the foliage is thickening in. Let's see if I can turn around and get a picture. I mean, it's not any big deal. Let me have a look here. I don't know if you can see it. You can see the blue, and if you look right straight, you'll see the blue bottom on the tent and the beige top. There's 2 or 3 tents back in there, but in any case, they're not bothering anybody. At least I don't think they are. I don't know why we can't. Why the city? I laugh. If Peterborough is a city, then I guess Bancroft is a city too, are they? In any case, the city of Peterborough, I don't know why they can't find an area for people that don't have homes and let them set up. I get it. I understand. I don't know why it would really hurt. In any case, welcome to life. It's screwy. Anyway, going back to Rajni, she's got herself in a real tizzy. She's upset. The whole thing over not finding a career position. And I've suggested to her just take it easy. Put out a resume when it's appropriate. Don't put out resumes for a nuclear physicist position when her master's is in accounting and finance. That probably won't work. But in any case, people do what they want to do, and I will give her credit. She is tenacious and driven, even though my perspective is that she should take it easy. She's on the internet looking for something every single day for hours and hours and hours. And I'm not sure that companies, maybe they do. I'm not sure that companies put up new postings that frequently. I think that when I was younger, it would have been more appropriate to put in to look for job postings, maybe Monday and Friday type of thing. But she's on there every single day, so I don't know. Anyway, she hasn't found anything yet, which is a shame. So here's another bridge. I don't know if you can see down the river. It's flowing pretty good, I'm surprised. So I'll go over the other side. Okay. You can see I think you can see the overflow. It's pretty aggressive. It was yesterday, the day before, it was almost nothing coming over. And of course, you can probably see it looks like 4 of the 6 overflows are open. Looks like 2 of them are closed or partially closed. In any case, let's keep going. This, when the pedal assist is great. Hardly ever use it, but it's works well going up hills. next podcast I make, I'll give you an update of some of the people that have applied to rent rooms. I did that. I did one of those podcasts, I don't know, 2 months ago maybe. I'll do another one. It's insanity, pure insanity. But it's probably fun to listen and hear what's expected. Okay. Well, that's it for now. Thanks, you guys. I'll get this uploaded and some more commentary. See ya.